out at Power Island. Another beautiful day. 4th of July. Hey, welcome back to another shop tour. This is Miss Aloha. It's a 1957 17-foot Chris Craft Sportsman, and we've been slowly working on this over the years. It's pretty dialed in, pretty nice boat. So it's going to go to its customer today. They're going to be here in a little bit to pick it up, and this is one of the last ones that we can get out of storage and get ready for a customer before we just stick to some of the boats that are going to be in the shows. So we'll bring you inside. All right, so this boat has been in here over the winter, and we put a new bottom on it. So in previous shop tours you may have seen this. We're putting it back together again so the customer can use it for the summer, and then we'll do all the interior stuff and the decks. But we've gotten the sides done, new water line, bottom paint on it. Like I said, new bottom over the winter. We put the old engine back in it. Now this boat's gonna have its original engine put back in it. So we're gonna be waiting for that to be restored and rebuilt. That should come to us right around next spring. And so we'll put that back in. By then we'll have all the gauges redone and everything, and we'll put it all back together again, and it will be a nice show quality U-22 to use. So this boat lives on Glen Lake, not too far from here, and it's been in the family a long time, and so it was in for like a restoration. We knew we couldn't get the engine done, but we got the bottom and the sides done, and next year we'll put this all back together for them, and it'll be a complete show ready U-22. So the 1955 Chris Craft Cobra, the crash pad was installed. So now we can do a final buff on this, and then we can start installing the hardware on it, and then I'll start on the wiring as well. We did get exciting news. We found the correct copper pipe. So Sequoia brass, copper and brass, they didn't have some, and then all of a sudden they did. So we bought some sticks of that, and we're going to figure out the right bend that we need for this, and then we can get that bent downstate and down in middle of Michigan. Get that done. Once we get that, then we can completely assemble this boat. The tail is done. It's over 2 doors down, and it's done, and it's beautiful. So I'll throw some pictures up on that so you guys can see that. And it's going to be a spectacular boat. If you saw my last video, that was on the Bay Harbor Boat Show. This boat will be at Bay Harbor International. So stay tuned for that and come out to see it. Also, the boat that we're just getting ready to finish as well is the hydroplane, the 16-foot barrelback hydro. So We have everything to assemble this. And now that we got all the customers' boats out of storage and then put on the lifts, all that done, there's probably been close to 15 boats that went through here in the last month. So we've been super busy with that, but we nailed it. We got it all done. Now we can focus on these boats and get these boats buttoned up and done. The engine's complete. Everything's painted and nice. So it's just assembly time. So next week we're going to put the fuel tank in. We're going to get that. We're going to basically work from the back forward, and we'll share some of that with you. So the 1950 17-foot special runabout, this came to us and looked pretty shabby, so we basically removed all the varnish, and then we used stripper, and we stripper washed it. Now we do that with 3M pads, just really hard scrubbing it, and it lifts the stain and the excess varnish that's left on of it out, so we don't have to sand as much. Got a little bit more sanding to do on this, and then we are ready for stain. So we're going to be staining and then sealing 3 coats, and then start on our varnish process. So next time you see this boat, it should be stained and varnished and just about ready to go. We got to get this out of here by the end of July, so we don't have a bunch of time, but it's not going to have a show finish. It's just going to have a really nice finish on it, and we can pretty much knock that out. The 1929 is all prepped and ready for its new side planks. Now, we have filled all the holes, we've sanded it all, got it nice and smooth. We took the planks and Caleb cleaned those up. He scraped them and cleaned them up all the edges so we can use those for patterns. What we found with this is that we took the planks off. We knew some of the side planks were cracked, but we didn't realize how many. Once we took them off and looked on the back side, you could see cracks in them that didn't go all the way to the face. So this is pretty much going to be a new skin on this boat on the sides. Unfortunately, we couldn't save most of the wood, and there's no reason to leave 2 old planks behind. You know, you might as well just do them all, because the boat's going to be better for it. It's going to last a lot longer, look a lot better. So we got the engine box over here for this guy, and we'll stain that at the same time. So we should get back on this guy here pretty soon, probably in the next week or so. We'll get back on putting planks on that, and we can share some of how we do that. I've shared that in other videos, but we can go through it again, help you guys. And then on to the 25 Sportsman. We are on to ceiling planks. The boat is pretty much built. Now the interior is all done. The deck's been glued down and then bunged. The bungs have been sanded. We're done with the nose area. We have the tow rails to do. That's these guys that we're going to have to shape. They come around about to here. So we're going to have to shape those. But other than that, it's getting onto the ceiling boards, and that's fun stuff. You know, they're 3/8 ceiling boards. This whole boat's covered in ceiling boards, and so once we get that, then we are absolutely done, finalized with woodworking. Then we can fair this down. This hull has pretty much been faired, but we'll final fair it. We'll get this edge set at like a 90-degree up and down, because the rub rail goes onto that. So we need to take that down and shape that. And we hope in the next couple weeks to get to staining on this. So that'll be a good day. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I am not sure what video is going to be next, but we'll pick something. We've got some boat shows coming up. You know, the Traverse City Boat Show, that's our downtown boat show. That's in the first weekend of August. Second weekend of August is the Hessel Boat Show, and so we'll be up for that and do some filming on that. So, but we'll probably do another video coming up. Our next one will be probably assemble of the 2 boats, and we can talk about how particular you need to be and for a show boat. So stay tuned for that. hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, you can do that through Patreon. That is greatly appreciated, and thank you to all my Patreon supporters. And we will see you back here. Bye.